crow is now moving forwards. Is slowed down, because that's something that harpies are quite good at. Second crow coming in soon as well, but needs to bomb very well over here. Getting that fusion. Getting enemy factory possibly would be very nice, though. Quite a large map. It's a 1 versus 1 between Therxyy in the blue with hovers once again. Versus in the red once again ATOSTIC with hovers. So once again hover mirror. Large map, quite flat, but there are like, well, couple of issues for hovers. They can't really traverse this easily. They slow down significantly. Same with the home base. And of course getting up these hills is impossible for them. No recon commander either, so these mexes will probably just not be built today. ATOSTIC can build them with their recon. Large map, so economic start does make a lot of sense, since, well, it takes such a long time before the enemy unit actually manages to get to your base. And also not even going after the quill side, so it should not be able to do anything. If it moves forwards, and it seems like it is slowly doing that, it should just be cleaned up by that commander. Did you even spot the enemy factory? I don't think you... No, you did. Okay. At least you know they're hovers. And they know you are hovers too. Oh, alright. Great place for a radar as well. Though, since it's just a standard radar, it doesn't cover a whole lot. But it doesn't really suffer from any, like, radar shadow. Quality of this max is slightly better, so getting that one is quite nice, especially early on. And this time around with a 1.0 wind floor, this makes a lot more sense for wind generators. Even at 30% like wind. Eco for Therxyy with all of those maxes and with the commander as well. Is still ahead, of course it is. I mean, they're already triple quilling it up. Only now that's the same for ATOSTIC. And we have one fight going on over here, and it is ATOSTIC that loses it. Alright. No defenses yet. We'll be getting up one Lotus soon, but still, I mean, taking that metal extractor down a little bit, kinda nice. If you retreat now, it is worth it, but you don't, so oh well, too bad. I mean, it's another 30 metal in reclaim for the enemy. And moving along with those daggers, that's kinda nice. Losing like at least 3 of them already though. At least I think those were all for ATOSTIC. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's 2-2. And a little bit of standoff, but Therxyy does in fact manage to clean them all up. Alright. Little bit of reclaim of course, but not significant. I mean, this is most, and that's like 100. Still though, 200% attrition, kinda nice. But ATOSTIC now with the better eco, technically. Especially because Therxyy is also wasting metal, it seems. Slowly, but they presumably are. They do have the build power to spend it all. But Caretaker is actually focused on reclaiming. That's not great. Also, are you trying to reclaim yourself? Oh, okay, no. Don't think so. Right. Both players pretty passive for now. Therxyy with the slightly better eco now. Flipping that around once again. And a Claymore takes down a 1 dagger already. 2 daggers already. And the last one should be cleaned up by the Lotus. If it decides to move forward, and it does indeed. So all of a sudden, from 200 to only 100% attrition. Getting this second good max as well is quite nice for ATOSTIC though. Especially because, well, Therxyy can't reach them until they get their scalpels out. And even then, it might be in, like, radar shadow. As in, I assume it is. So they might not fire at it unless they force fire them. So pretty safe eco for ATOSTIC. Over here, those should be forced away, those daggers. They're still moving though, but 3 to 1, that easy cleanup. Over here you could actually have a bit of an issue there. In the corner, cannot retreat against Claymore, but Claymore is not engaging. Okay, that is kinda strange. Not really sure why that was. I assume ATOSTIC saw it, but not sure. Getting a like clean up on like 6 or 7 daggers, that would have been really nice. Both with way too much eco to handle. Oh, alright. I mean, both wasting. How much have you guys wasted now? 600 for Therxyy, nothing yet for ATOSTIC, presumably. Ah, there it comes. And Claymore cleaned up. ATOSTIC with way better eco though, even though they are also floating. They, well, just looking at their energy, they should be able to spend about 60 metal per second, whereas Therxyy is only able to spend like 45 to 50. Both players going into a gunship switch, though no crow rushes yet. Therxyy going for, well, harpies just like last game, and over here we have got nothing for ATOSTIC actually. No, don't draw like that, please. Blastwings are not as good as they were, however, low HP daggers, they can actually do some pretty good damage. Pretty much all of the daggers have been cleaned up, at least most of them have, and the last couple should be cleaned up by the harpies. If those move forward, but they're not doing that, so they will not be cleaned up by the harpies yet. And they will not be because it was cleaned up by the blastwing. Right. One very strong dagger over here for Therxyy though. And no defenses, so although it will take a minute pretty much, it will slowly be cleaning up those maxes. This hill really nice with Claymore because that weapon, that roll charge is kinda weird, but it rolls up and down the hill very nicely. So you can just hit them as if you have like an arcing weapon. And hey, there we have a crow from ATOSTIC. Crow pretty good against harpies as well, or like air units. So going to be gunship plate? Why gunship plate? Also, yeah, wasp for those extra maxes, that does make sense. I assume you're going to use them at least. For those extra maxes. But not yet. Oh well. Anyways, Crow is now moving forwards. Is slowed down, because that's something that harpies are quite good at. But even so, with the triple like laser, which is how much DPS? 275 each? That's a lot. Okay. He is doing a pretty decent job. almost 7000 HP left, but is now going back home to heal up. Daggers can move in here, clean up all of those maxes, and move forwards to clean up these. Assuming the harpies don't, well, cut them off. Eco still a lot better for ATOSTIC. Though, yeah, they do have a bit more map control, but not that much. Well, Therxyy is missing like 5 more maxes over here. And combining that with the slightly better map control from ATOSTIC, it does make sense actually. Why go for a radar tower at this stage though? I feel like an advanced radar would probably be worth it. Just because then you can... well, this hill is in the way, so maybe not. I was like, well, if you take an advanced radar, you can actually just see the entire enemy base as well, but no, you can't. So in this case, it does actually not make sense to go advanced radar. Right, more daggers moving forwards. No defenses here. So yes, they can just move forwards. Anti-air here, so cannot engage with them either. Though these things, the blastwings, those definitely can, and because, well, with this many daggers you cannot possibly keep them all spread out. You would assume a blastwing is able to do a lot, but no, not yet at least. Only 60% attrition for the attrition king Therxyy. Now with the krow, we'll be able to clean up all of those. And blastwings, oh, this is perfect. Blastwings, please, come in and boom. Good job! Very nicely done. This one will not survive either. Krow once again moving forward. Would it be worth it to bomb them? The issue is that harpies don't really go underneath, so you can't really bomb them. Oh well, second krow coming in soon as well. And this one is still 10,000 HP, so pretty strong still. Therxyy is moving forward with the commander over there. Could you bomb this? I don't think so, because it can just jump away. And oh, that's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work. Unless the krow comes back. And, well, it can jump away, but apparently not well enough. And even if it had, and it wasn't killed by the like manual weapon, it probably would have still gone down because there are no support units there to clean the krow up. So it should have gone down anyways. Oh well, wastes a couple hundred metal, but it's fine. Well, one krow moving forwards. It's going to be a big loss because, well, in terms of reclaim, so it needs to bomb very well over here. Getting that fusion. Getting enemy factory possibly would be very nice, though. No factories, but does get the fusion. Is that worth it though? No? No, it technically wasn't. However, Therxyy with the early resign does give up. Though ATOSTIC did have a lot more eco and a second krow, of course. Wasn't getting up a third yet, but still. Better eco, better attrition.